Hey everybody, how you doing? Today I'll be talking about Mortal Kombat Part 2. This is the sequel to the last Mortal Kombat reboot movie. And I'm excited to talk about this because when I saw the trailers, I was pumped like everybody else. Then seeing the movie, I admit from the beginning, I was lost. And then when we got to the middle of it, I was like kind of iffy about it because I admit I was falling down a bit. But once we got to the ending, I was pumped. That's when I became pumped when we got to the last part of the movie, the final act of the film. And let's talk about it because I'm gonna say something because I kind of like the last Mortal Kombat movie because I kind of like the new character Cole and how they made it more grounded and more. I mean, it still had like more special effects, more crazy stuff. And but I do like the new character. A lot of people beg to differ on that, but I disagree with a lot of people because I actually like the new character, how they introduce him, and how they make him carry the movie. It's like introducing a new character, and saying that movies it's not going to be predictable like the video game, and that's where the second movie comes in. At first, I thought it was going to be predictable like the video game, and before go forward, let me just say right off the back, this review will contain spoilers, so I'm gonna spoil it for you guys because I gotta talk about it. Because if I don't talk about it the way I want to talk about it, then it's like I'm not gonna tell you what was the real reason why I like the movie. So I have to spoil it. So guys, spoiler, 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 spoiler alert. Get ready, I'm gonna spoil it. Anyway, yeah, I thought the movie was gonna be predictable, like more like fan service to make everybody happy. Let this one lead character, Liu Kang, be the winner of the whole tournament. That he's the main hero, unlike the two, because how people was disappointed from the last movie because of the Cole character. So I thought that was gonna make everybody happy, like Liu Kang win the match. Yeah, you guessed it. But I'm happy because I like the one that really did won the match, and it's like one of my favorite characters too. So that was a massive bonus, man. So anyway, the movie introduces Johnny Cage into the sequel, played by Carl Urban. By the way, let me just say that he played a great job. And the movie wasn't like heavy focus on him. It was like focused on a lot of characters, like Liu Kang, Katana. Um, but the main story of this movie was really more of a Katana story. Like the last movie was more of a Cole Young story. This one, yeah, you guessed it, is a Katana story. And I love Katana. She's like one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters, but I would say she's the favorite Mortal Kombat character, which was introduced in the second game. I just became a fan of her. And I like the actress that played Katana from the original Mortal Kombat movie. So shout out to that actress. I think Tahila Soto played her for Mortal Kombat Annihilation, if I'm corrected. But anyway, just to fast forward, yeah, the movie begins with Katana, which is a young girl. Her dad died because Shao Kahn defeated him, and then she's all grown up. Of course, we know about Sandel being service to Shao Kahn now, and of course he adopted Katana like his daughter, just like how Thanos adopted Ga- Gamora as his daughter, kind of like that type of relationship vibe. You got Jade in the movie, who's like her trainer, like many years later when she's grown up. And I like the person that plays Jade. I know a lot of people give this actress backlash for playing Jade because of her color, but I thought she did a great job as Jade. I don't care what anybody says. Of course, we get Sonya Blade's character asked Johnny Cage that hey, you would be part of the tournament. When Johnny Cage found out that this is like all bullshit, said, "You crazy?" You're like, "Hell no!" But then he was forced to be in part of the tournament because, like the gods, like the spirits, like the spirit energy, would force you in combat anyway. So he got no escape. So that's crazy, man. But then we got like other characters, like of course Raiden, Cole Young, Luke Kane, Jax. They're like the main part of the heroes of this movie, and of course Katana later on, you find out that she was visited Raiden all this time, helping give him information about Shao Kahn and what's going on, and then we get to the characters like transport to the world, having fights. Johnny Cage was fighting Katana. I should have mentioned that part first, but of course Katana let him live. And yeah, there was a lot of fights in the movie that was good. I enjoyed the kill scenes, but to me, I think of course Shao Kahn. You already let's put I did say spoilers. The Shao Kahn kill scene was the best. Um, there were characters that did die, of course, pretty obvious who they were. I don't have to mention it because I just mentioned one of them already, which is pretty obvious that what gave it away. But of course, Shao Kahn had a plot. He had Shang Tsung and Kuai Chi tell him to go after this medallion that he wanted because and it's the medallion from Shinnok, of course, one of the villains from Mortal Kombat. That's the medallion that they get if they get Raiden's energy and transfer to the medallion, they're gonna give it to Shao Kahn so he become immortal. And because of that, Shao Kahn pretty much cheated. Like he pretty much won two of his matches because he was immortal. And let's say the other two characters that died could defeat him just like that, but because of his mortality, Shao Kahn was able to survive. And I gotta spoil it. Like I said, I'm gonna fast forward. Okay, Scorpion is in it. Sub Zero's in it as Luke Sabbat, of course, which you gotta wait like for the like close to the final act for it to for him to appear. But which is good, you know. I mean, you want to wait. You don't want to, like I said, you don't want this movie to be too predictable. You got like the Mortal Kombat background, the roles that you recognize from the Mortal Kombat video game, which was good too. But of course, let's get to the final part of it without saying, without, I mean, I already said too much, but of course, we got characters that were defeated. Katana was, of course, she was, got caught for spinal Shao Kahn. So Shao Kahn had to chain up in the town hall so people in the town could see her that chained up. They will betray me that you're going to look like this. But later on, when spoilers again, of course. Liu Kang was the final guy to fight Shao Kahn, and when he was fighting Shao Kahn, he was defeated. Yeah, he was defeated, and guess what? Shao Kahn won. He already pronounced that he's gonna take over Earth. He won. Nobody cannot stop him except for one fighter. And yeah, I said it. My girl Katana, thanks to Soda Blade, freed her from the chain. And Katana said she renounced him, renounced the world that she in. She's gonna fight for Earth Realm. And because of that, she becomes an Earth warrior now. And fighting Shao Kahn, great fight scene. If you're a Katana fan, you're gonna love this movie, especially Katana as the last fighter. And of course, Katana kicked his ass. And thanks to the other three, thanks to Johnny Cage, Kano, yeah, Kano, yeah, Kano was awesome in this movie, by the way. By the way, anyway, let's fast forward. Kano, Jade, who announced Shao Kahn, she's becoming good for New Sabat by destroying the medallion, and of course now Shao Kahn is immortal. I mean, Shao Kahn is finally mortal now, and then Katana was finally able to kill him. And of course, like I say, I like this becoming more of a Katana story now because in the beginning of the movie, it kind of like opened the pathway of Katana, how she made her comeback on defeating Shao Kahn, which was great. I love how she kills him with a simple weapon. It's not a weapon, but it could be used as a weapon. But it was a simple weapon that kind of paid homage to her pops, you know. And then you get a cool ending, which of course opens the doors for Katana, Raiden, and everybody else going to bring back the old warriors, bring back the warriors back again, you know. So that means Liu Kang and Jax and Cole Young, and hopefully all of them will come back. Um, by the way, let me mention the Baraka in this movie. Baraka was awesome. That one thing I'm not gonna spoil it for you because you're gonna be this movie is definitely unpredictable because I didn't think Baraka would be like cool, like on the cool side. Let's put it like that. Yeah, you're gonna love Barack in this movie. Trust me. All in all, I think once the middle, like I said, I was falling short because I thought it was gonna be predictable. But as the movie moved forward, it ended up being a really good Mortal Kombat Part sequel to the last Mortal Kombat reboot movie. So this sequel was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's gonna fall a little bit, but like I said, it's gonna pave the way. And I did say spoilers, so I hope nobody don't get mad for me for saying the whole thing about the movie. But I did say spoilers, by the way, and I'm gonna title the word spoiler, by the way. So on the description page and everything. Anyway, Mortal Kombat 2, yeah, check it out now. Highly enjoyed it. Over and out.